And we're off and running between these two really accomplished fighters. Let's see how they come out. That counter punch caught him clean. The only fear you have with this fighter is, has he punched himself out? Well done with that counter shot. We wanted action, and they are delivering. And he misses with that jab. Considering we're outside in this sold-out arena, it almost feels like the Roman Colosseum and two gladiators going at it.
This is taking boxing back to its roots. Outside, where you've got the crowd there, you can hear everything. You've got the breeze of the wind, you've got the heat of the sun. You know when you're doing this? Your feet are on fire. They're on fire in the ring.
This fight a little bit closer than I think a lot of people thought.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. She's like a match made in heaven.
Every time he throws a punch, a receipt is coming right back. Good counter punch. That uppercut misses. Perfect counter shot. Nice counter shot. Punch, counter punch. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Let's talk about Roy Jones in that last round. Well, he isn't big. Here we go for round two. So not the best round, but let's see if they can turn it around here.
That was a tough last round. Now you've got to make sure he doesn't put it on him. That's what he's going to try and do. So tie him up, hold him, lean on him. Don't get drawn into a fight. Not yet. Not until your senses have come back.
And he scores with the counter. You couldn't write a script like this. This is like Rocky versus Apollo. Sometimes when you're fighting a counter fighter, the rounds can get a little boring. You get trigger shy because you know if you throw a punch, one is coming right back at you.
Reaction is second to none. It's the blink of an eye, and they're waiting for any little twitch you do. So you've got to fight. Counter punch is smart.
You can tell who's stronger and who's faster. Back and forth they go. Neither fighter willing to back down.
Perfectly matched. Skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them more than happy.
Jab not finding its target. Throws the jab but does not score. Jab doesn't find a home. Catch and shoot. Talk about Roy Jones in that last round. Well, we're entering desperation mode here. Gonna need a knockout.
Needs a knockout without a doubt. Needs to go out there and think, right, you know what, next round, you're getting it. You're gonna get it. Kitchen sink.
You want that thing. Yeah.
Here we go in round three. Who's gonna land the first big shot? So the fight will continue. How do they turn things around?
They've had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to bluff it. They've got to bluff it. They've got to come out now and style it out. Get on the back foot, jab, rest on the jab. Be smart and pop until your legs come back. Then, put the pressure on.
Perfect counter lands. Every time they drop their guard, they get caught. both respecting each other's punching power. Beautiful counter punch. Walk away from each other and then run right back into trouble. Some nice exchanges from both men in this round.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
How about that time counter shot? Nice straight. Swing and a miss with that jab. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. Those counter punches have to hurt. Let's talk about Roy Jones in that last. Here we go to the fourth round. Off their stools and ready to go. Let's hope this round is more competitive.
This is one of those situations. You've just been hurt. You've got to get out there again. Be smart. Be sharp. Don't be a fool. Don't get suckered in. Make him fight your fight. Hold him, tie him up just until your head clears again and your legs come back again. Because if you don't, he's going to pop you off.
The work rate is down. The head isn't moving as well, Johnny. Fatigue is starting to set in.
Middleweight always gives us a class. If you've got two class middleweight fighters, you are in for action. I'm quite sure right now, if you know your boxing, there's a certain fighter, I would just say marvelous, but some fighters were unbelievable middleweight.
That counter shot lands. We're at the halfway point, and both of these fighters know the round is still up for grabs.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you.
Clearly his opponent was too much for him, and he's thrown in the towel.